All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the On-Site Podcast. I'm your host, David, and today I'm joined by Dre and Bright. We're going to be grading the AFC's moves overall just from this free agency. I know there's a lot of free agents still out there, but we're just going to kind of break it down. They're going to give me their grades, and we're going to share our thoughts on what we think. So starting off with the AFC East, the Buffalo Bills, they cut a lot of players. They let go a lot of people. But they did bring, or I'll share some of the notable signings, and that is Mitchell Trubisky, Mac Hollins, Curtis Samuel, Deion Dawkins is offensive tackle, and just address some things on, I think, like the lines on both sides of the ball. But nothing really significant as far as like, it's a fucking, put them over that hump that they can't get over or whatever. But yeah, what do you guys think about the Buffalo Bills? They cut hella people, so.
To be honest, I'd give them like a C minus maybe even, because they lost Tre'Davious White, Micah Hyde too, right?
Jordan Poyer.
Jordan Poyer is gone, so that defense that was a pretty good defense for the past few years now just got, in my opinion, way worse. And then they lost Gabe Davis, who's a solid too. He's hot and cold, but he'll get you some yards and some TDs. They got what? Darnell Mooney or Curtis Samuel?
Curtis Samuel.
Yeah, so they got Curtis Samuel. He's solid. He's reliable, but other than that, I don't think they did any moves that's going to put them over the top into that Super Bowl window.
Yeah.
See, you're more generous than me. I give them a D minus.
D minus.
A D minus. Like you said, the people they lost and the people they picked up, I don't think the people they picked up are don't offset their losses.
I mean, Gabe Davis and Curtis Samuel, you can argue they're like, they have different skill sets, but like value-wise, I think they're about the same.
Look at Curtis Samuel's past seasons, then look at Gabe Davis.
Yeah, but Gabe Davis had Josh Allen.
Yeah, Curtis Samuel. That is true. Yeah,
Sam Howell.
But I mean, Sam Howell led the league in passing yards for a minute.
Yeah, he did.
Almost until the end, until he got benched. So.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and Mac Hollins, he's a big receiver, and I think he's kind of underrated from the Falcons, so he kind of like
solid 3.
Yeah, he can fulfill that, but
their defense, I feel like them losing the people on defense is going to be a huge effect, because normally people were kind of scared about that Buffalo D. They knew that Buffalo D was really one that would break up passes.
Yeah, they're physical.
Like, they were really physical. They played you up and close, and now.
But they would also low-key get cooked in the playoffs, and they are kind of older, like Jordan Poyer and them, like the secondary. Yeah. So it's like, maybe it might be like, they're fan favorites, and like we're used to seeing them in Buffalo Bills uniforms, but like maybe it might be a good thing. Right now we think it's like right now we think it's like, all right, bad moves just because they're good players, but they're kind of getting older or whatever. But
I think it might also be because of whenever they've gone into overtime.
Yeah.
They don't lose because of Josh Allen. They lose because their defense gets cooked every single time.
Exactly. I give them a C+. I don't think they did anything significant, but they just lost. They just cut ties with people, so we'll see. All right, moving on to the Miami Dolphins. A team that also didn't really do much. Kind of just kept some of their pieces. They signed Jonnu Smith. I guess that's the most notable signing, the tight end. And then they got Shaq Barrett from the Bucks too. But yeah, I guess Jordan Brooks as well. But what do you guys think about them?
I give him a C.
Holy shit, my bad. And they got Jordan Poyer too. My bad.
Yeah.
Jordan Poyer, Jordan Brooks, Shaq Barrett.
Who did they lose? They lost
that one. The Wilkins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's Wilkins. A big loss to the Raiders.
Loss. Yeah.
That's why I give him a C. I feel like losing Wilkins is a big blow, but at least they did pick up some solid pieces. Even though Shaquille Barrett, he is kind of old.
Yeah.
And then I feel like Jordan Brooks is he's young. He used to be on the Seahawks, right?
I'm not 100% sure. I know his name sounds familiar, but
that's fine. But sure. I feel like they did try to address some needs, and I feel like that's a C. It's not great, but it's not terrible. They're just middle of the pack.
Yeah, I'd give them a C+.
Yeah.
Losing Wilkins is a big blow, but they were able to add some pieces in other areas that's needed. But overall, I feel like they didn't make too many moves, so I think the middle of the pack is where they're at.
Yeah, I think I'm right there with you on a C+. They didn't really, to your point, didn't do anything significant. They lost Wilkins. They did address some needs on the defensive side of the ball, but they're kind of older players, but their defense was low-key always getting cooked. So
always, bro.
See, their offense
gets offense they'll be carrying.
The offense either cooks or their defense gets cooked one way.
A-Chain breakout season.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. He's RB1 now.
All right, moving on. New England Patriots. Another team that didn't really do much. Their notable signings: Jacoby Brissett, bringing him back on a 1-year, $8 million deal. Kendrick Bourne, Antonio Gibson, KJ Osborne, re-signing Hunter Henry. And then, just addressing things up front. They kept just a lot of their guys and making sure that they're, extended or tagged them to ensure that, like Kyle Duggar and stuff like that.
They also got rid of Mac Jones.
Also traded Mac Jones.
Yeah.
I honestly I'll give the Patriots a D+.
Yeah.
I mean, they re-signed and they kept their guys, but I don't think they did anything significant to a point where they'll have a better season than last year.
Yeah, I would give them like a D.
Yeah.
Because they're probably going to most likely 100% address that QB issue.
Yeah.
In the draft. But what I didn't like, what I saw from them, is they didn't provide this QB that they're potentially going to draft with any new weapons or even like Antonio Gibson's a solid back, and Ramondre, that's a good solid duo, but they're on the receiver side is where they've been lacking the last few years. And they had the cap space to sign someone, but they just couldn't get a deal done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give them a D too. Again, you already capitalized on everything. I feel like they didn't really make any big splashes, and again, they should draft a QB. I hope they do. If they don't, they're fucking stupid as hell. But
they might be cooked, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're for sure getting a QB.
Yeah,
they have to.
It's too obvious.
Drake May, you are a New England Patriot.
Yeah, but they kept their players, but nothing crazy. KJ Osborne, YR1, I guess.
See, that's horrible.
Yeah,
bro.
like if that's your best YR right now, I mean,
Juju Smith-Schuster, Kendrick Bourne, and
Juju's still on
No,
there?
Juju's not on there.
Isn't he? Yeah, he's on there. He got like the same deal, I think.
Okay.
Or he has like a 3-year deal or some shit like that.
Damn.
Dude, even him, I feel like he's been the most overrated receiver, bro, in the NFL.
And once he left Pittsburgh, he kind of fucked up the Chiefs. They got him a ring, and he said, "Oh, I can do this." When in New England, nothing.
Yeah, it just kind of been trending down, unfortunately.
Chase the bag.
Hey, I don't blame him for the bag though.
And the TikToks. All right, for
TikTok bag.
for New York Jets. They signed Tyrod Taylor, Mike Williams, addressed some needs up front with Tyron Smith. They got John Simpson, Morgan Moses. They traded for Hassan Reddick. But yeah, those are their defense is already stacked. Adding Hassan Reddick's kind of crazy.
Beefy, bro.
And then Mike Williams and Tyrod Taylor, just that security on the quarterback position, and Mike Williams is a solid wide receiver.
And Tyron Smith, bro.
To beef up
when
that low
he's
line.
Healthy, he's one of the best tackles.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if y'all remember in the last podcast, I gave the Jets they didn't do shit. Hey, they heard my word somehow and they started making splashes. They were like coming in. I'll upgrade them they get a B, a solid B. They did good. They got a great YR2. Yeah, they got a backup QB now. So if anything happens to Rodgers' old ass, they good. They got Tyron Smith, and then the Hassan Reddick trade. Come on, I feel like they ended up doing good.
Yeah,
snatch that man up real quick.
Yeah, I'd give him a B. I wanted to give him a B plus, but the reason why I give him a B is some of these players are older and injury prone as well. Mm-hmm. Smith, Mike Williams. Yeah. So we'll see how that pans out. But on paper, it does look really good partnering Mike Williams with Garrett Wilson. And if Rodgers is healthy and back and 100%, like that's gonna be a good wide receiver duo. And adding Tyron Smith to protect Aaron Rodgers. That O-line was terrible last year, so anything they could do to beef it up is always a good upgrade. Yeah,
I'm right there with you. I think, or I'm a little lower, but B- just because of the injury history and then the players being a little bit older. But the Hassan Reddick, I kind of like that. They already they lost what's his name?
Bryce Huff.
Bryce Huff, yeah. So I think that can kind of
pretty much traded, bro.
Yeah, basically. But I mean, I like the moves, but just kind of risky plays. But they could pay off pretty big.
I feel like Bryce Huff he's young too.
Yeah, he's a good piece for them.
Bryce Huff and a third potential second, bro, for Hassan. That's looking a W, bro.
Yeah, man, low-key fleeced him.
All right, moving on to the AFC North. Baltimore Ravens also really didn't do much. Notable signings. I mean, they got King Henry. That's the biggest one.
Shoot.
But yeah, didn't really get a lot of pieces, and they lost Patrick Queen too.
Yeah, bro, that's a big one.
piece.
Yeah, I think that's gonna come back to bite them a little bit, but they did re-sign Matabuki. Yeah, he's a really good piece for them. I'll give them like a C plus because Derrick Henry. I think him and Lamar are gonna go crazy, but with that only being like their biggest signing, we'll see how it plays out.
I agree with you on the C plus. I'm scared for Henry on that field. That field is taking a lot of backs. It's taking a lot of backs.
J.K. Dobbins like multiple
J.K.
times.
Dobbins, Gus Edwards,
Everybody to fucking be in that backfield, bro.
The backfield has a vendetta.
It's cursed, bro.
That shit is hella cursed.
Yeah, I'd give it a C plus C. You lose Patrick Queen, which is like a tremendous loss, but you also gain Derrick Henry on the offensive side. Something I did want them to do is kind of address the wide receiver issue as well. Not issue, but Odell's probably gone, right?
Yeah,
he's gone.
He's a free agent.
Yeah, he's gone. So, all they have is Zay Flowers. Mark Andrews is good, and then they got Isaiah Likely, who's solid, but YRs is something that they're potentially lacking.
They're probably going to aim for another wire in the draft. No,
Yeah,
there's
looking
so
at the
many.
way this draft is stacked with YRs,
Dude.
so honestly, it's not a bad idea to let Odell walk and they go for another. They hit with Flowers. I feel
I
like
like
they can get
Flowers. Flowers
Yeah,
is nice.
and then they're late. They're gonna pick late in the first round, so like I think a wire will be there
yeah,
depending on whoever they like.
just gamble on someone.
Yeah. All right, Cincinnati Bengals. There's a lot of noise around the Bengals with T. Higgins
Yeah.
requesting a trade. They did franchise tag him. They signed Zach Moss. They picked up Drew or Mike Gesicki.
Gesicki.
I guess
Yeah, nothing really big. They
Lost
got
Mixon.
who?
Mixon.
Oh yeah, traded away Mixon. They did bring back Von Bell and they signed Geno Stone to beef up their secondary, but
That's
another
good.
team that hasn't really. I mean, they're a pretty good team overall.
And they're gonna
anyway.
lose Boyd most likely.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Boyd's,
Boyd might-
Boyd's out there.
Yeah, bro.
So it's just like a change of skill players. It seems like
Yeah.
with potentially T. Higgins gone if they want to trade him, and then Boyd's gone, Mixon's
Yeah.
gone. So we'll see what they do there. But I'm gonna give them a. I like the moves in the secondary. I'll give them like a C plus.
Yeah, I would say a C. I was trying to think like, do they deserve a B? But I'm like, I don't think they don't deserve a B.
Yeah.
they're sitting at a C.
Yeah, I would give him a C. Losing Mixon, I still feel like Mixon had some stuff left in the tank, but I mean, I understand he is getting older, so might as well get something back for him now.
Yeah.
Losing Boyd is always gonna hurt. Probably the best wide receiver 3 in the league, and then depending on what happens with T, I've been reading that it's most likely he is gonna stay this year, but depending on how that goes, that's another big blow. Joe Burrow coming back from injury-riddled season. Jamar Chase was hurt a lot last season. So I feel like they didn't make any really good moves. They kind of just
Stayed there. in the
stayed
middle of the
there.
pack.
Yeah.
I feel like you also got to remember that Joe Burrow just got paid. They're gonna pay Chase.
Yeah.
And then so right now they're thinking money is an issue. They have
Yeah,
to
I
be
just feel like the
careful with their
vibes
money.
aren't going to be there.
Yeah,
'Cause there's so
they-
much there's like a cloud just over them. I think they need to trade. I don't want to see them trade him, but I feel like
They
They
have
have
to
to.
do
If they can't
something.
afford, if they afford
Can't
him, they're
afford
gonna
him.
be screwed
Yeah.
elsewhere.
But they got my Filipino brother, Andre Yoshibas.
yeah, he's looking cool. All right, Cleveland Browns. Another team that I feel like they did some good, like decent things, kind of middle of the pack. Notable signings: Tyler Huntley. They got Jameis Winston, Deontay Foreman, Naheem Hines. They traded for Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, but nothing really significant, I would say. And then Zadarius Smith, they just re-signed him and a bunch of other players just for the defensive side of the ball.
The defense is always gonna be.
Their defense is always gonna be good with Myles
Yeah.
Garrett there.
Yeah, they have a solid defense. They have good corners. They're not really too worried about it. It's just their Deshaun Watson and that whole offense and how, like, if they're going to be available or not, or if they're going to be playing. I give them just a solid C for addressing their backup needs with Jameis Winston and stuff
Yeah.
like that. At least he can fucking sling it. But, yeah, nothing much from the Browns. Jerry Jeudy, too, if you guys want to touch on that.
Most comedy backup QB, bro. Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston.
J-Dubs.
Dude, that guy is nutty, bro. He'll throw it across the field, bro.
A little crossbody,
Crossbody.
40-yarder.
Bro led the league with 30 TDs, 30 INTs, like crazy.
But what grade I'd give him is, you said C?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with you with a C. I feel like they're just overall just like a solid team. They're gonna get Chubb back, so depending on how he could bounce back, because that looked pretty nasty, his injury. So hopefully, God willing, he's 100% and good to go. And then it really just all depends on Deshaun Watson. I think Judy's a solid option for a 2. Yeah. They were kind of trying to make him a 1 in Denver, but I think he's more fit for a 2. And then you got Amari Cooper still. So if Deshaun Watson could get close to what he used to be, I think they'll be all right. So I'll give him a C because they didn't really do anything else, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll give him a C too. So right now the receiving corps is looking like Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, David Njoku, and
Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore.
That's
solid.
That's solid. I'll give him that. They couldn't really do anything big. I feel like with that Deshaun Watson contract over him, they couldn't really do much. So, they did their best.
They did their best. They traded for YR2. They got Jerome Ford still. Nick Chubb can kind of ease his way back in. So
Ford is nice.
Yeah. That man carried me in fantasy.
Flacco was nice, bro.
Flacco was cold too. I thought he'd stay there.
I know, but it didn't make sense. As much as like the people wanted him to stay and just be the QB1, like they threw a bag at Deshaun, so they'd be foolish not to give him a couple more years.
They gotta let him play it out. At least give him one more year, and if he's just dog shit, then you gotta.
Dude, how do you guys think that would play out though? Like
Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns?
He would miss pretty much the whole season last year. And then if he comes back this year and he's ass, bro, like that's they're gonna treat him like move.
They're gonna treat him like what the Denver Broncos did. The rest are just gonna cut him,
cut your losses,
dead money.
That's the
promote
worst.
Jameis to QB1.
Mm-hmm. Finally.
Nah, I don't know. I feel like
back where he belongs, the
QB1 spot. I don't know. I mean, Deshaun Watson was playing decent. Like he was like rusty, but then he kind of
got better and better and better.
I don't know. That's a tough.
His shoulder injury affected him a lot. I feel like that prevented him to throw.
He took that game. Don't you have him in a league?
Yeah, fantasy.
Yeah. Was it a dynasty league or not?
Yeah.
You took a gamble on him?
Yeah, I took a gamble on him. I mean, he's my fucking QB3, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that all plays out.
What do you want for that?
For Deshaun? I don't know. Well, I knew who was on your team. I'd be down to talk. All right, moving on to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's see what kind of grades we give them. All right, notable signings or moves. Justin Fields obviously traded to the Steelers.
For what pick did we give him?
2025 conditional day 3 pick.
And
so it's like a fucking 6, I think.
It was a 6 to be a possible 4.
Dude, that's so freaking nuts to me, bro.
Yeah. They got, hold on, let me read off some of these. Russell Wilson, Van Jefferson, Cordell Patterson. Defensive side of the ball, they got Patrick Queen, which is a really good move. Dante Jackson in a trade with the Panthers for a 6. Deshaun Elliott, who I really like, he's from the Lions. But yeah, just off rip for Steelers grade, I'll give him an A-. I really like all the moves they did, but I'll let you guys dive into this a little bit.
Well, I'm biased. I'm Steelers man, so I'm gonna say right away, I'm giving them an A+. They addressed their QB issues. They got rid of they got rid of Pickett. I'm happy with that. We got Russ Wilson. Hey, if he plays bad, we got Fields behind. Fields gets a year to learn under Russ. If it doesn't work out, at least we only threw a 6, and we're getting fucking Wilson on a $1 million deal for a year. That's a steal,
dude. That's
a fucking steal.
It's a bargain,
dude. Yeah, bro. I would give him an A-. I'm with you. A-, borderline A. Like what they were able to do with Kenny Pickett, and then the value they got with Russell Wilson, and then Justin Fields, bro. It's like crazy to me.
And then you throw in Patrick Queen in that mix.
Patrick Queen is to an already beefy Steelers defense. They're gonna wreck the league.
I think Dante Jackson too for a 6. I think he's a solid from that change with Deontay Johnson, or that trade with Deontay Johnson is a really good one. And then I think a low key signing that not a lot of people are talking about is a Cordell Patterson one.
Cordell Patterson. I mean,
bro, no wait, hold on. With the new kickoff rules, if this man's your returner, I don't know if you guys remember, but like he's he'll make everybody miss, even if he doesn't have his juice like as fast as he is. But
yeah, once he gets cracked though, he's out for 6 games.
Yeah, and that's
But I mean, I feel like
he got you the TD though.
But I feel like it is good. He's gonna be our dedicated kickoff return, punt return. He's gonna be that because in our backfield we have We have Najee Harris. No, because
bro?
I'm saying because we have Najee Harris, who I'll say this: that man runs like he's in jeans. He literally runs like he's in jeans. And then we got Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren, he my dog. I want that man RB1. Najee, get your ass back out.
Bro, I think Najee should be RB1.
Najee's RB1.
Najee's
Make
good.
him the bell cow.
That's it. He's good at being the bell cow. The problem is he's so slow.
Yeah, but he was bouncing back from his what's it called? Lee's Frank's injury, from his foot injury that he had like 2 years ago. So last year was like his first year fully healthy, and then there's probably still
And
that.
then it was
rust.
like the offense was so shitty.
Dude, the
Oh no,
offense
100%.
was
We could have moved the
garbage,
ball
bro.
for shit.
Yeah, so it's like they're just gonna stack the box or just play the run game the whole time. And
No, that's true.
is it Najee's fault?
No, it's not.
50-50.
50-50.
Because there are there were some like holes that he would completely miss, and
Bro,
just-
it would be the gap would close in the middle, and instead of bouncing out to the outside, he would just keep trying to get through.
He's fucking animal, dude. He can fucking run through anybody.
Yeah,
you guys
but
see he
when-
lost weight though? Supposedly,
Yeah.
he's doing those workouts.
He's looking good right now.
I don't believe that shit no more.
He's looking good. No Diddy, but he's looking good.
I don't believe that shit no more.
Diddy over here.
They tell me Zion Williamson lose weight every offseason, bro.
Hey, Zion is back, bro.
That man be looking big as fuck still, bro. Come
Hey
opening
man,
day.
you
Hey,
see
Zion
what
is
city
hooping
he's
right
in?
now.
He's in New Orleans, dog. That food don't make anybody look. Come on now.
But
All I gotta do is hire a chef. He's a fucking millionaire, bro.
But before we move on, one thing I am really excited for the Steelers, bro, is that George Pickens YR1 season. Phew, I think that man's gonna go.
I don't
off.
know, bro. Van Jefferson might take the spot.
Hell nah. It's Pickens.
Pickens
got it.
season.
Yeah.
All right, enough with the fucking Steelers.
Pickens.
Just to go fucking barely over 500.
He's had one catch, 80 yards.
All right,
touchdown.
Mister, get knocked out right away out the playoffs.
What's the next team?
AFC South. Houston Texans.
Ooh.
One of my favorite teams in the free
Yeah.
agency market. Picked up Joe Mixon. Re-signed Dalton Schultz. Addressed some needs up front. Nothing.
Danielle Hunter, bro.
Yeah,
Danielle
Danielle
Hunter.
Hunter's the big one.
Will
Aziz
Anderson
Algier.
Sleeper one. I wanted the Eagles to sign him.
Yeah, I mean, they just did a lot of good moves. I mean, Jeff Okuda, Lonnie Johnson, Desmond King, Eric Murray.
They did good.
Yeah, so, I mean, just the Danielle Hunter and the Joe Mixon trade, I think they fucking got like a B+ for me. What do you guys think?
I give him an A-. I think that defensive side of the ball, that offense was like cooking. They're really good. The defense was like hot and cold sometimes.
Yeah.
So I think when you partner up Danielle Hunter, who led the league in sacks, with Will Anderson, who's probably
The rookie of the
the
year?
best, rookie defensive player. I don't think so, Jalen Carter, but
Bias.
that's nasty. So I'm excited to watch my glorious king, CJ Stroud, the IE legend, Offensive Rookie Player of the Year, the GOAT,
You want to
next
show?
Tom Brady.
Zip it up when you're done. Zip it up when you're done.
I can't show the pod my wallpaper every time we talk about
Yeah,
CJ.
bro, you have
Hey,
to.
you have
bro,
to, you have to show
bro.
it.
Come
If you're gonna
on.
talk about him like that, you gotta show it.
What are your thoughts, Bright? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, me and the GOAT.
I do give him a B+. I really do like a lot of their signings. That Darnell Hunter and Will Anderson combo up front, that's gonna be nasty. And then adding in Jeff Okuda in the backfield to partner up with Derek Stingley.
Give him another chance. You know, he hasn't
Dude.
been.
I feel like Jeff Okuda's been underused a lot because he got injured with the Lions a lot, so there was the problem. Then when he went to the Falcons, I feel like the Falcons were kind of just a team where they were always on defense.
Yeah.
So it kind of forced them like, okay, you're playing tired legs constantly. Now he'll get a chance to really be on a defense, like on a team that can play good. The offense can drive the ball down so that he gets more time to rest. I feel like they're really going to do good.
They'll be back.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna be the hottest team to watch next year, bro.
Oh, 100%.
It's just so exciting to
I
watch.
mean, they lost
them.
Blake Cashman, though, in the middle, like linebacker spot, even though they addressed all that. But the Aziz Algier, too, thing.
He's
like,
a sleeper,
yeah,
bro.
sleeper at linebacker, too. So I think, to your point with the Jeff Okuda, give him another chance. Danielle Hunter, like, they're going to be fucking way back.
And then Tank Dell comes back too, bro.
Oh, yeah, Tank Dell was injured, in the second playoff game? First
No,
playoff game?
not
No,
even in
at the end of the
regular
season.
season.
End of the regular
Towards
season,
the end
yeah.
of the season,
They
he got
decided to
hurt.
put him in to block for a run play.
Bad coaching.
Broke his leg, huh?
Yeah, bent his shit.
All right, Indianapolis Colts. Notable signings.
What?
Hey, keep it going, keep it going.
I need to switch spots with Dre, bro. We're too close, bro.
What?
I will do the Colts. Notable signings: Joe Flacco, They extended Michael Pittman. And then nothing really much nothing really much, honestly. They just re-signed a lot of people, picked up Raekwon Davis, and then another signing I guess they got was Kenny Moore, re-signing him. Nothing really significant, I think.
Boring.
Yeah.
I'll give him a C- just for extending Michael Pittman. And then if AR or Anthony Richardson gets hurt, got Joe Flacco right there ready to go, but nothing really.
I'm excited to see AR bounce back. He to start off the season, he looked really good. My boy just couldn't learn how to take a hit, bro, or freaking slide and not get injured.
No, he couldn't learn how to slide.
Yeah.
Dog would always take it upon himself to like, okay.
But to be fair, he's a tank.
He is.
If you're big as fuck, bro, I'd feel like a bulletproof vest like I got on. Like I could take all these hits.
Like a Najee Harris, huh?
Oh my.
Like Najee.
I give him a C- too, though, bro. Like they re-signed everyone. I feel like they got solid pieces to like build upon, but they definitely need to do a lot more to bounce back. You know who's gonna be on the other side of Pittman? You know, like they got JT, they got AR, so they just need to keep adding more stuff, and eventually they'll climb their way back up.
I'll give him a solid C. I feel like they didn't do too great, but they didn't mean good bad. They kept Pittman, which was big. If they would have lost Pittman, that would have been a huge blow. Because now who's AR gonna throw to? Obviously, again, like he said,
Pierce, what's its name?
Yeah,
like how you said, that wire 2 spot is now open, and I hope they kind of try to address that in the draft. And if they do, again, this draft is a lot of good YRs.
They should fucking trade. I don't know what pick they have, but trade up and get Brock Bowers, bro. That'd be fire.
that would be
Brock
nutty.
Bowers, because I don't want him to go to a fucking team that's gonna use him as a blocking tight end.
Falcons.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
All right.
rip to
Jacksonville
Falcons.
Jaguars.
Bro, I
Notable-
fucking hate Trevor Lawrence, bro.
Notable moves.
What'd he do to you?
Traded for Mac Jones, signed Gabe Davis. They also signed Devin Duvernay, beefed up the O-line. They franchise tagged Josh Allen, I guess. Yeah, Eric Armstead they signed as well. Good signing from the 49ers. I give them
C+ for me.
I'll give them a B. Because they got Gabe Davis and then Eric Armstead. I low-key forgot about that.
Oh yeah, the Gabe Davis. Never
And
mind.
Devin
I'll give him
Duvernay is a hell of
B-.
a specialist. A what? A B minus?
Yeah, I'll give him a B-.
I go with the B. I go with the B-. Yeah.
Because Josh Allen, Eric Armstead on the
Yeah.
defense side of the ball is going to be pretty nasty. And then
But Eric Armstead, he was the one from the Niners, right?
yeah,
Yeah, he was looking hurt a lot last year, though.
he's still a fucking dog. Though.
He's still good. When he's healthy, he's amazing. But availability is the best thing.
Yeah, I mean we'll see. Their defense is pretty.
Yeah, but Trevor
Pretty
Lawrence is
solid.
fucking trash, bro, and he's gonna be fucking.
Yeah, Trevor.
No,
That's a biased opinion because he had him as his QB in fantasy.
he's gonna fuck up your fantasy league, make you trade all your players, make 50,000 trades.
Well, then I say you get the handcuff, Mac Jones. Maybe chillin'. All right, Tennessee Titans, bro. Another poverty franchise here. All right,
Damn.
notable signings: Mason Rudolph from the Steelers. I don't know how you feel about that one.
Goat.
Tony Pollard, Calvin Ridley, and then just some decent signings on the defensive side of the ball. I do like the Chidobe Awuzie and L'Jarius Sneed moves, right? Did I say?
Yeah.
All right, and then L'Jarius Sneed moves trade was pretty good. They're actually making moves. I think. I don't know if Will Levis is the guy, but from their free agency moves alone, I'll probably give them a B+.
Yeah, I was gonna give him a B. They made some really good moves. It just really depends if Will Levis is gonna be him or not.
I give him like a B+. I think them picking up Pollard, losing the King, and then picking him up, that's good. It's not, of course, not gonna replace him, but it's still like, okay, you got to get it back.
Yeah,
They
Picking
still
up
got
Calvin.
Ty J too. Ty J Spears.
Yeah,
it's a duo. The next duo with Calvin Ridley and who's the other
D-Hop.
wide receiver? D-Hop.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like they did good, and then they got Sneed on a low-key. They got him on his first deal because that man should have been worth a second, not no third.
Yeah. I mean, let's see the duo. Oh, Kenneth Murray too. He's a fucking cold linebacker. Yeah, 3rd round and a fucking 2024 7th round pick swap.
They could have
That's a
just got
fucking steal, but they had to pay him. But like
That's
him and
still a steal.
Awuzie, like you could just play man coverage or whatever the fuck you want to do because they're two really good corners, I think.
Yeah.
AFC West. Moving on, the Denver Broncos didn't do shit. They really didn't, bro. Josh Reynolds, biggest signing.
Drop Reynolds.
Little Jordan Humphrey. Watch your headphones.
Drop
Good?
Reynolds.
I've been-
No, keep going.
Oh man, got the trash can out.
Just get it ready. Just keep going.
I'm gonna give them a
All right,
fucking
y'all.
F. That's gonna end it today for the
Josh
Onside
Reynolds is
podcast.
solid, but
Tune in next
he
week
didn't
for
do
more
nothing.
content. Shout out to
You
the
wanna-
game going with the prop.
Yeah.
Peace out.
This is where they go. The whole franchise, just go right here. You guys did shit. You guys are shit.
What's your grade?
He's a certified hater.
I'm not no hater. I'm speaking the truth, my boy. F. Trash. Basura. Everything, dog.
I'll give him an F too.
How do you say it in other language?
Basura.
I say trash
Basura?
in another language though. don't
Oh,
you?
I can't speak it.
It's the same in my language.
I can't speak
What's
it.
how do you say it in your language?
Basura.
Same shit.
Damn,
bruh.
son. Trying to throw that shit, son.
Hey, relax. No Diddy, dog. No Diddy.
I'll move on to the fucking.
Wait, they really didn't like that.
They didn't
Oh
do
wait, you didn't get
shit.
your grade. We didn't get your grade. What'd you
They
get?
really didn't do
Let me move
shit.
this
Bro.
shit.
He said an F.
You said
And
F2?
they gotta eat their Wilson contract. huh?
$72 million. They got to eat that
Fuck,
shit over
yeah,
the
bro.
next 2 years.
Sorry, bro. JJ McCarthy's gonna fucking lead the way.
Yep.
I'm
Nah,
just
that-
kidding. He's
they're-
not.
That's
I don't
tough,
think he
bro.
is.
Yeah, they're trash.
All right, to the Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs. Notable signings: they got Hollywood Brown, Irv Smith. They got that dude from fucking what is that sport?
Oh, from
rugby.
Rugby.
Yeah,
The
rugby.
rugby player.
Louis Reese Zammit, who's going to be a running back, wide receiver.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they re-signed Chris Jones to a fat contract. Re-signed Jude Tranquil, got Deion Bush, and then they signed Matt Araiza. Beat the case.
Oh yeah, the
Innocent,
punter.
huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think honestly, I give them a B. I mean, they could only do what they could with like the money that they had. I like the Hollywood Brown pickup. They finally got a decent wide receiver over there. Keeping Chris Jones was huge. They did lose Legarius, but gotta move
They always
on.
figure it out, bro.
Yeah, they always.
Remember when they lost